Yes.
Most, if not all, of the alarms that are businesses annually going to go off, and the police are up to their ears responding to alarms on cattle power.
They were out there because they were out there when I was out there because I saw them. You know, I can't speak for, you know, maybe later, but I did, when I was out there, I saw them going up and down streets and around. Yes, yes, Pat.
Mayor, 305 North Fredericksburg Avenue. I just had some concerns so that we would be prepared in the future should we have another episode like we had a couple of weeks ago with no water for 2 days. Water was not distributed, and I feel, I'm a nurse, and people can dehydrate very, very quickly. There were seniors over there in Ventnor Heights. There were babies that needed formula, that they needed the water for the formula. And I think that we should have either water prepared or stocked somewhere in the city, or you should have called the Red Cross or somebody to go up and down the streets and ask if there was anybody who needed water. My nieces and my sister-in-law came from over there to Fredericksburg Avenue, got gallons and gallons of water to take back. But I think that the city should have had some kind of provision, and I hope that in the future they will.
Sure.
You know what, Tana, you're right. There should be some type of emergency procedures, but there's, I think it's on the 22nd, there's a town hall meeting put on by emergency management. And we've all lived on this barrier island I've been here for some years. And we all should take a little bit of responsibility of having an emergency kit at the house where you can buy bottled water, you know, at any one of the drugstores, and have water there, and have things there that are necessary for an emergency.
That's very true, but you kept telling them every, 5 o'clock one day and 5 the next, and, you didn't provide it or find out if they needed it. We have handicapped people that you have a list of them. You should have went and found out.
Some other things we have. We also have a ready form that anybody can fill out and will be available.
That's right.
Eventually be on our website, which anybody who's handicapped or has a special need of any kind can call in and register with the city. And if we have an emergency, we're going to make sure that we keep in contact with these people.
But that's a basic need, water, and you didn't contact.
I think the Red Cross is really a very good resource, and I know you and I had talked about that, and it really is. And we will keep that as a resource, certainly. And we hope and pray that that we're not going to have something like that again, and that we can get started, because we are looking at our infrastructure. So we hope that we don't have that again. But should we, I think the Red Cross is a good resource. I really do. And I thank you.
Personally, I want to thank you, because that's one of the kind of comments that they do care about at the emergency management meetings and all. It's one of those, you never think it's going to happen to you. And at the amount of things that was being said during that crisis, what about this type person? What about that?
Baby can dehydrate for 6 hours.
It's like one of those, everybody's in agreement. You're 100% right. And thanks for that comment.
And unfortunately, I can't go to that meeting. I'm going to be in Florida.
You don't have to.
I was
It's gonna
perfectly
be- it's
willing to
gonna be put
volunteer
forward.
for anything that you would like me to work on.
But anybody who wants to, that is going to be a good meeting, and it will be at the school on the 22nd of this month. Thank you, Pat.
Yeah,
Anyone
absolutely.
else? It's the emergency management. Bill Melfi is having a meeting for interested people. You'll start to see the advertisements on that, and it's going to be over at the school on September 22nd. I believe it starts at 7. And pardon me? It's Monday. Monday. I'm sure he's going to start doing something. I would think. Yes, sir.
Rich Bob, 4901 Ventnor Avenue. Gentleman that spoke earlier about where the golf station was. Another property that comes to mind, I'm not sure of the cross street, but it's on Ventnor Avenue where Lou's Restaurant was.
Yes.
I believe that property is owned by Mark Alcenser, is that correct?
Yes.
Was he given a permit to demo that?
I don't know, that was before me.
Lose.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
well,
that he has,
That demo is incomplete. The floor remains there, the footings are sticking up out of the ground. The demo has never been complete. It's an eyesore. There's gravel that's stored there with a tarp over it for probably 5 or 6 months now. There's heavy construction equipment that is parked on that property.
Yeah, he does
Has that been zoned for a parking lot?
No.
There's no work taking place there. And as we speak, there's heavy equipment parked there. And it's been
heavy equipment in there, sir.
at least 6 months.
Yes, been there.
Yeah, that sounds like the same argument as before.
But the demolition is not even complete. If you're going to demo a property, the demolition must be complete. The tile floor is still there. And I mean, this is behind us, but there were 17-yard dumpsters that sat there filled with bricks for weeks on weeks on weeks. And the job is still not complete. So I don't know if anything can be done to...
It's a code enforcement, and the guys will go out, they will go out there. Thank you. We have been there, to tell you the truth. Anyone else? Yes, Wayne, do you?
26 Butler.
Yes.
Going back to the birds for a second.
Sure.
There's only, I don't know what's going on, why they're yelling about not feeding the birds, but if they put that much effort into people flicking their cigarettes in the street, which are more harmful to the environment than the birds are, maybe we could get some movement. Maybe they wouldn't flick their cigarettes in the street anymore. They got to write in their storm drains. Here, here.